The Valdrian Imperial Armada emerged from hyperspace with the confidence of 1,000 conquered worlds behind them. 300 warships materialized in Earth's orbit, their hulls gleaming with the gold and crimson insignia of the Empire. Fleet Commander Zarthok stood on the bridge of the flagship Divine Retribution, his four eyes scanning the primitive blue planet below with barely concealed contempt. "Scan complete, Commander," his tactical officer reported. "The inhabitants call themselves humans. Technology level, barely space-capable. No energy shields detected, no plasma weaponry. They still use chemical propulsion for basic orbital access." Zarthok's mandibles clicked in amusement. This would be the easiest conquest in Imperial history. The Valdrians had subjugated species across 17 star systems. They had crushed the crystalline warriors of Hexion Prime, enslaved the hive minds of Chorus 7, and burned the sky cities of the Etherian Collective. Earth would fall before the sun set on its largest continent. "Broadcast the standard terms," Zarthok commanded. "Unconditional surrender within 1 solar rotation or face total annihilation." The message beamed toward Earth in 47 languages, translated by the Empire's vast database of conquered tongues. Within minutes, a response came back, not from a single government, but from multiple sources across the planet. The translation matrix struggled with the inconsistencies. Negative on surrender. "Yeah, how about no? Come down here and say that to our faces." And perhaps most confusing of all, "New phone? Who dis?" Zarthok's translator flickered, uncertain if these were genuine military responses or some form of psychological warfare. He dismissed the confusion with a gesture. "Prepare orbital bombardment. Target their major population centers." "Commander!" The sensor officer's voice cracked with alarm. Massive energy signatures detected. Hundreds of them. No, thousands. They're everywhere." The tactical display exploded with red warning indicators. From Earth's surface, oceans, and orbit, weapon systems humanity had kept carefully hidden suddenly came online. Railgun platforms hidden in the Mariana Trench, particle beam arrays disguised as radio telescopes, antimatter missile silos beneath what the Empire's scouts had dismissed as agricultural land. But the humans had learned something the Valdrians never had: patience. For 2 centuries, humanity had known they weren't alone. The first Valdrian scout ship had been captured in 1847, its crew interrogated, its technology reverse-engineered in facilities that officially didn't exist. Humanity had watched as the Empire carved its bloody path across the galaxy, growing closer with each conquest. They had studied Valdrian tactics, weaknesses, and the fatal flaw in Imperial doctrine, the arrogance of assumed superiority. Humanity had prepared evasive maneuvers. Zarthok screamed, but his words were swallowed by the flash of the first railgun strike. A tungsten rod traveling at 0.4%. The speed of light punched through the Divine Retribution's shields as if they were tissue paper. The ship's AI didn't even have time to register the hit before the kinetic energy converted the starboard quarter into superheated plasma. Across the fleet, similar destruction bloomed like deadly flowers. Earth's moon revealed massive accelerator coils built into its surface, launching projectiles that tracked Valdrian vessels with impossible precision. The International Space Station, which Imperial scouts had catalogued as a primitive research habitat, unfolded like a mechanical lotus to reveal banks of directed energy weapons. Commander Zarthok clutched his command throne as his flagship shuddered from multiple impacts. "How? They were primitives. Savages, our intelligence said." "Your intelligence was what we wanted you to see." A human voice cut through the chaos, clear, calm, almost apologetic. On the main view screen, a human woman appeared. She wore a simple military uniform, her dark hair pulled back, her expression unreadable. Behind her, through a viewport, Zarthok could see Earth, defiant, unbroken, and very much armed. "I'm Admiral Chen of the United Earth Defense Force," she said. "You should know that every scout ship, every probe, every spy you sent to our system over the past 200 years, we caught them all. We've been expecting you." Zarthok's blood ran cold. 200 years? Impossible. His species had only achieved interstellar flight 3 centuries ago. These humans couldn't have. "Your empire follows predictable patterns," Chen continued. "Scout, assess, conquer. You rely on technological superiority and overwhelming force, but you never consider that your targets might learn, might adapt, might prepare." She leaned forward slightly. "Might surpass you." Another salvo of railgun fire tore through the Valdrian formation. Ships that had conquered star systems exploded like firecrackers. The few vessels attempting to flee found their hyperspace drives jammed by gravitational anchors. Another human innovation reverse-engineered from captured Valdrian technology and improved upon. "You have 10 seconds to order a complete stand-down," Admiral Chen said. "Surrender, and you'll be treated according to the Geneva Conventions. Resist, and we'll demonstrate what 2 centuries of motivated engineering can accomplish." Zarthok looked at his tactical display. In less than 4 minutes, his fleet had been reduced by 70%. The remaining ships were surrounded, outgunned, and utterly outclassed. The humans had turned the Empire's own technology against them and added innovations the Valdrians couldn't even begin to understand. His hand moved to the surrender command. As Valdrian ships powered down across Earth's orbit, Admiral Chen allowed herself the smallest smile. Humanity had learned the hard way that the universe was dangerous. They'd learned that survival meant preparation, innovation, and the willingness to appear weak while growing strong. The Valdrian Empire had made a fatal assumption, that humanity would remain as they found them. They couldn't have been more wrong. Within hours, news of the failed invasion spread across the galaxy. The Valdrian Empire, humbled in mere moments, retreated behind its borders. And humanity, no longer content to hide, began to reach for the stars with the confidence of a species that had just proven a simple truth. Never underestimate those who've had time to prepare. Never underestimate humanity.